What's going on, Not So Pro Nation? We're back, NSP Football Talk, and today we are talking about some holdouts. And speaking of holdouts, we got some holdouts right here in our podcast. Vince Evento, he's holding out. He wants more money. He said that he wants to get paid. And honestly, I'm not up for it. I want you guys to let me know if I should pay him or not. Let's get right to the video. Be strong. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
All right. What do y'all think? Should we pay Vince?
I
thought you kicked him out.
I thought he was on vacation. I didn't know about this holdout.
Wait, I thought you got kicked out.
Well, someone paid me to kick him out of the podcast. Yes.
How much did they pay you?
They guaranteed me in the $20 range, but I did not receive that, so I might pick him back up.
Yeah, that sounds a real jerk. Whoever did that to you.
It was Reed Nelson McCall.
I did my research, and Vincent is in the top 100 podcast talkers, and this guy wants a raise. So he got his game up. He's not in the top 20 like me. So definitely, I don't know about this raise. I'm just saying.
Wow.
I saw that,
bro. I saw it. It's a real link. Look it up, guys.
No, I did. I saw the top 100 podcast talkers, but the category was the NFL. The category was BS. Oh my gosh. All right, you guys. Today, the title of the video is NFL holdouts. And if you guys are living under a rock, you have no idea what we're talking about, but all over the NFL, we have so many holdouts. We've been talking about this since maybe day one with Aaron Rodgers, and now more and more players are doing it. But don't get me wrong, this is not a new thing. Players have been doing this for a while, for years. In the start of, I'm so sorry about that. In the start of the season, you're gonna find a lot of players holding out for more money. Sorry, I got a notification for our podcast, you guys. If you guys can't see that, that's us right there. If you guys do not have the notification bell on, go slap that bell right now.
Slap that bell button.
Slap it. All right. Yes. And yes, I do follow our own podcast. Don't judge me, you guys. I'm just a real fan. I'm a real one. I'm an OG. And there's a couple of you OGs out there right now. There is. And I appreciate you guys. And I know Juan Antonio Bravo, he redeemed his real one coin on Facebook. So congratulations. You're going to have a lot of perks coming up.
How do you do that?
I don't know. We have to wait for him to come on. Tell us how he did it.
He might lose his coin.
No, so you go to NSP, our page on Facebook, NSP Football Talk, and you go to our groups or you go to our videos, and in our group, it should say something should pop out saying redeem your coin.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I think
that's what you got to do.
I think I'm stuck for the longest time.
Oh yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
Oh my goodness. Oh, what's going on, Nestor? Thank you for being here. Thank you so much. We love you, brother.
Nestor.
Appreciate you being here.
We appreciate you a lot. This guy's always on since day one. Thank you, Nestor, so much. We really appreciate you. You're awesome.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure you redeem your number one fan coin on Facebook. So you should be available to have that. You're one of the first ones on here. You come here almost every video. So thank you so much for being here. Going onwards, this guy right here to my left, to y'all's right. I still trying to get used to it. He should be very excited because there is news that came up that Aaron Rodgers recently, I think it was like 2 days ago, redeemed his Green Bay membership for the golf club. You know him, he likes to play golf with other head coaches. So he redeemed his membership. So Reed, Packers fan, how do you feel about that, Reed?
How do you feel? How does it make you feel?
Well, what I would love to say is that this means he's coming back. He's getting on the next jet out to go and meet up with the GM, the CEO, hang out with Matt LaFleur, and they're all going to be buddies again. But if I'm going to be realistic, I don't know how much a golf club membership costs.
Too much,
but for Aaron Rodgers,
oh no, that's pocket change.
It's literally like throwing a cent into like a well or something.
Wishing well, I'd wish for Tom Brady to come back.
Yeah. So realistically, does this automatically mean he's coming back? Probably not. If I remember, he has a home in Green Bay, not just he doesn't rent there. He has a home there. So, I mean, I just see this as just him just renewing his golf course, and he might not even have known he renewed it.
Go ahead, AJ.
No, you got something to say.
I have to say, Reed, I am so proud of you. You said this doesn't mean that Aaron Rodgers is coming back.
I still believe he's coming back.
Come to your senses, and
I still believe
you've like just yes. It makes me feel so happy. It makes the fans so happy that you're coming to your senses and you're letting your emotions out, and you've let it go that he's never going to come back, and that this is just a taunting phase to the Packers. So I'm proud of you. I just want to say that. Go ahead, AJ.
Okay, I'm not going to say that, Reed. Okay,
Thank you.
Not going to say that. I'm going to give you a little more respect than what Gabe's giving you. But coming from a golf environment, because where Gabe and I are at, we deal with a lot of similar situations as far as renewing memberships at a golf club. So there's times where people renew their memberships. I'm going to try to say this so I don't, expose anyone, because I'm not allowed to do that. Where people renew their memberships and they maybe show up like once or none out of the whole year. So he could just be renewing it, even though he might not know he's renewing it, or to go have an off season round, because that's still his home. He's been there for I don't know how long, for
16 years.
For 16 years. That's a long while. So I'm pretty sure he has his own group that he plays golf with or whatnot. But trust me, I know professional players, professional golf players who have memberships at very luxurious golf courses like the one I'm familiar with, and they don't show up for the whole year, but they have that membership. Mm-hmm. Just to keep that profile, just to make sure that, he's still the guy, and just out of respect too. So just by doing that, all you Packers fan out there, Reed already knows he's matured. Just don't get too excited on that news. Don't get too excited, because
it's not bad news.
It's not bad news.
It's not. That's good.
It's good news for you guys, but don't let that be like, oh, he's coming back, because it's.
Yep. I would like to throw a quick theory out there that I've heard about all this Aaron Rodgers stuff. I don't know if you guys heard this, and I'm not very familiar with this. I just heard one guy talk about it in a clip, so I might be BSing here. But he represents the Packers. He represents the Packers on some NFLPA stuff, and they had a meeting, and he has to go there and give like one thing for them to vote on. And what hit this last year, what he put on the table was for them to get rid of everything before actual training camp. So get rid of OTAs, etc., all that other stuff. And because they added an extra week into the season, he said we're practicing too much. There's too much going on. So he put out there to just get rid of all of it. That got turned down by every 31 other teams. He was the only one that voted for it. So this might just be Aaron Rodgers being stubborn, be like, okay, you guys didn't want to do that, I'm going to do it myself. I'm not going to show up till training camp in July, late July. So that might be a theory out there. I think it's really far-fetched theory, but Aaron Rodgers might just be seeing all the news media and just be letting him go crazy with it.
Yeah. I think that just might be a plus. I mean, it could be part of the reason, but it's not going to be the whole reason why he's doing it. But yeah, if he wants to start something, start a revolution, make a change out there, he definitely has the name to do so.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty good. So, but yeah, also with other people holding out, like I said, there's a lot of players out there. A lot of them, as of current, are cornerbacks. So we have a lot of cornerbacks that are out there, such as Gilmore. Gabe's very familiar with that. Howard from the Dolphins, Jamal Adams from the Seahawks, and there's a lot of free agents that are corners out there. But I don't really see them holding out because they're not even signed yet. But let's say for the Jamal Adams, they're saying that the Seahawks club has excused him for personal reasons, so he won't be fined. I know they said the same thing about Aaron Rodgers, that they might excuse him, but how far can that go? Because the last that we heard with Jamal Adams and the Seattle Seahawks, that he was unhappy with his contract and numbers were still being worked. Pete Carroll came out and said that he should be back for camp and everything will be fine, hopefully. Should and hopefully, those are two big words right there. Those are words of uncertainty. So really, is this organization just using the he's excused to stay away from the media because they just got away from the media from Russell Wilson, and now they're having more issues with a newcomer coming out from the Jets, Jamal Adams? What do y'all think about that?
I think it's very skeptical. I think it's a little. I can see where all the confusion and how it makes like the Seattle organization look so like misplaced and misorganized. But coming from his GM that came out and said, like you said, his was a personal excuse. He had something going on with his family, and that was the reason why he missed. But he was certain to be there for late July camp. So I think that kind of like made everything just slow down and calm down. I have to agree with his agent. I think Pete Carroll took actually a great job of this situation, better than the Russell Wilson situation. Russell Wilson, he stayed quiet. He didn't really say anything. He kind of low-key stabbed Russell Wilson in the back a little bit. He didn't really defend him. He didn't say anything. But with Jamal Adams, he was able to come out here and say, hey, look, this is what's going on. Obviously, his contract, it's another different story. He's out, obviously, for personal issues going on with his family and whatnot. But I think it is very skeptical, in my opinion. It's just crazy. I don't know how far. Not saying that Jamal Adams is doing it on purpose. Who knows? But I think that Pete Carroll took care of this one better than Russell Wilson's situation right out the gate. I have to say for that, skeptical.
Yeah, I think that the Seahawks have to do whatever they have to get him back. Jamal Adams was one of the best safeties in the league. I don't know what problems he has with the front office or whatever with the Seahawks, but I think at the end of the day, he's just going to get re-signed, and it's going to get thrown under the rug.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He is going to get signed again because the Seahawks are going to give him what he wants. Mm-hmm. If he was going to be given what he wanted, then the Seahawks would have been like, you know what? Get out of here. We don't need that. We have enough drama as it is. But the Seahawks, I feel like they need him. He will impact that team in a very good way. But yeah, there's been talks, how Seahawks are a very poor organization. They're not really united there. But then again, I mean, what do we know? Russell Wilson says different. Every other person in the universe says that they're horrible. But that's the talk for another day. I'm not going to talk too much about them because obviously we kicked out Vince. He's not here to defend himself. We might see him next episode. I don't know. Maybe we'll give him that $1 an hour pay raise that he wanted. But going on forward, there's other players out there, defensive backs, who are holding out. Gilmore, Howard. Is that something that we should be worried about, seeing more players holding out, wanting more money, or just unhappy with the club that they're in?
I would say yes. As it becomes more and more common, I mean, I really see the NFL going towards more how the NBA is, where the players have a lot more power in like the organization. I think we could definitely see a lot more holdouts in the future, especially. I mean, if the organization continue to treat players how they sometimes do, and how the players feel like, I mean, there's some players that say that like the owners treat them as like slaves and stuff like that. Now, I don't personally believe that, but if that's how some players are like, that's how they're feeling, I mean, I could see this continuing to happen.
Oh yeah, and I don't see how they could feel that when they're getting paid millions.
Oh, for sure,
out there.
For sure.
I understand like if they're really just grinding you out, but you're after 1 year you're becoming a millionaire. Jeez, man. Some of those players just got to remember where they came from. Just want one. I just want one. I'll be set my whole life. I'll make it happen. I just need one, guys. That's it.
1 million. That's a really good question. If you had $1 million, what's the first thing you would buy?
I'll buy all the Pokemon cards I could get. Get that first edition Hollow Charizard, baby.
There you go. It'd be worth $1 million, but it's worth it.
No, you invest. Be smart with your money.
They're into all Doge. They're into Doge.
Doge.
Doge is down 30% right now. Perfect time to buy in.
Go with something that's reliable. Go with Amazon, Apple, something that you know is not going to die out. Don't go to GameStop. Doge, Nestor says, I'll pay all my loans. Oh, shoot. Hey, Nestor, after this week, I'm going to have a lot of loans to pay, too. So I feel you, brother. I feel you. All right, let's move on forward, you guys. We're still going to go on the whole holdout topic, you guys. So I want to ask you guys who said what. So I got 3 quotes here, and I'm going to say these quotes, and you guys tell me who said these quotes and how you feel about them. All right?
Okay.
Y'all ready?
I'm ready. Ready.
All right. I want to go with an easy one at first, okay? This is a short quote, by the way.
Okay.
I'd never play for Andy Reid again, ... I'd retire first.
Le'Veon Bell.
Le'Veon Bell.
That's kind of a no-brainer because everyone, they pretty much praise Andy Reid and how he coaches over there. But I believe Andy Reid came out and said, hey, I wish him the best of luck in the long run, right?
Yep.
Yeah, Andy Reid, he took it totally professional. He took the high road, and, he was a good guy about it.
I'm pretty sure he, completely saw it out of nowhere. He was like, what the heck?
Le'Veon Bell should be grateful he's still considered an NFL player. That guy shouldn't be considered an NFL player. That guy has a Super Bowl ring being on the bench with the Chiefs. That guy should be thankful he's got the money that he got and just completely just bailed out on the NFL and the teams that he was with. That guy should be grateful. He has no reason talking to Andy Reid like that. That took 20-plus years of hard work and coaching to finally reach a Super Bowl and win one. And this guy wins one right in the bench. Come on now. Le'Veon Bell, get the heck out of the league. Get the heck out.
Dang, we got a Le'Veon hater.
Here, I'm going to Twitter right now because he talked a lot, right, on Twitter. He made that comment in a comment section in Instagram, but then he continued on what he wanted to say on Twitter. He said a lot of stuff. He did say, I said what I said, and I don't regret it at all for what I said. For those who have personal problem with me because of what I said, that's fine. You have your right. Just understand I also have my right for how I feel and about my personal problem with this dude, Le'Veon Bell, come on, because of what he said to me. So obviously there's some words out there. Maybe Andy Reid said, hey, quit being a drama queen, appreciate what you have, whatnot, because he also said, you know what, the Steelers should have paid me what I wanted when I asked for it. But you know what, dude, I felt like as good as he was with the Steelers, in a way he was bringing them down. If he would have stuck with the Steelers to this day, I still don't see him being successful.
I would agree with you. That little stint of patient running that he had style went on for a good year and a half, and after that, it's all about speed and agility and power. Back to being that way. Running backs with speed, agility, power, catching game, everything like that. And Le'Veon Bell was just a few years early, I would say, or late, but unappreciated. That guy should be thankful. That's all I gotta say.
A lot of running backs quickly fade out of importance very quickly. They go from the highest to who is this guy anymore?
Yeah.
We see it all the time. DeMarco Murray had that 1,600 yard that 1 year. Everyone was like, DeMarco Murray, and then completely just vanished off the face of the earth.
Went to the tight ends and completely just busted. Didn't have a good
Zeke.
I don't know about that. Zeke, I think Zeke is going to have a great year.
I don't know.
Nestor says, "Man, if he was with the Steelers, he would not be a backup player." No, he wouldn't be a backup player, but I felt like you guys would miss out on a lot. Um, you guys probably would have drafted. Dang it, man. Dang it. Well, I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long day for me.
Connor or
No, draft. This past draft, they got the number one running back in the draft class.
Something with an N. I forgot how you pronounce it.
Harris.
Yeah, Najee Harris. There you go.
Yeah,
And you don't know, you might have a great year with him, just like Hilaire had with the Chiefs last year. I could see that happening. But going back, he should be in jail for robbing the Jets.
That
Honestly,
is a great statement.
yes, he did rob the Jets the same way Tony Brown robbed the Raiders. But yeah, that's horrible, man. Le'Veon Bell, he's very fortunate he's still inside the league. He does not deserve to be there. And after Andy Reid just said, "Hey, you know what? I wish you the best," this guy just kept going on and on Twitter, just like Antonio Brown. Maybe Pittsburgh's just producing these type of John McQueen players. But the last statement he said was that, "Okay, I'm not going to go for the first option I have. I'm going for what I want," referring to a team. Honestly, I don't see him going to a team until a starter gets injured or a team with a lot of money could just have him as a backup. Maybe the Jaguars. I don't know. But he's going to have a tough time trying to find a job, especially for the money that he wants.
I don't mind Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
No. Nope. Going forward to the next quote, you guys. Next quote, done with Le'Veon Bell. Let's go with this one. "I haven't run into many guys like that in the National Football League yet. It took me 8 years to get here to find another one like that. On defense, anyways." Who said that?
Gosh, I have no clue.
You have no clue?
Can you give me a hint? Like, I know Reed knows, but
I actually don't. I think I know, but I don't know.
Okay, here's the hint. This guy, he's hurt almost every year, and he was a first overall draft pick.
Jadeveon Clowney.
Jadeveon Clowney, right there, baby. So Jadeveon Clowney said that this past week, referring to Myles Garrett.
Oh, I remember.
So he did say he waited 8 years to find another player like that on defense. He's calling out J.J. Watt because 8 years ago, he wasn't in the NFL. Like, he's calling out J.J. Watt, saying that he's never had talent on the other side of him to help him out, to really help his career get going. And I know J.J. Watt. Oh, go ahead.
Was J.J. Watt hurt when
that's what I was going to say.
Okay.
That's what I know. J.J. Watt has had a lot of injuries when Jadeveon Clowney first came into the league, but there's been multiple seasons. I don't want to say multiple, but there's been seasons where they did play together. So, I mean, really, you're calling him out no matter what. And you're calling other people out, the Titans especially, that they're the reason why you haven't been successful. Now, how big of a joke are you going to look when you are not successful this year?
Oh, heck yeah. This guy looked really bad, especially when you have Myles Garrett on the other side, taking all the fame and getting to the quarterback faster. And Myles Garrett is a better player than him. Of course, you're going to look like a joke. I mean, how can you stab J.J. Watt and talk about him like that? Obviously, he's not singling him out, but obviously he's out there on that list. J.J. Watt's a phenomenal player. Obviously, back injuries have questioned his middle of his career. Now he's looking to bounce back with the Cardinals. But J.J. Watt is a very humble and very hard-working player. Yes. That guy should have taught you how to work hard.
But so is Clowney. I mean, not humble. Clowney's not humble, but he's always injured. So how can you really say that? Like, look at last year with the Titans. He played 7 games, and he talked so much trash. Forgive me because I forgot the name of the player, but who was on the opposite side of him? He said that he wasn't worth anything. Like, he didn't have any help. Like, yes, Myles Garrett is going to give you help, but not because of you. That's just the player that he is. He was a first overall draft pick for a reason, and he is producing the NFL, which you cannot do. You've been to 3-4 NFL teams already?
Oh, yeah.
And you can't even stay healthy. I believe he hasn't even played a full season healthy. That's a big problem right there. He just has a loud mouth. He has a loud mouth, wants a lot of money, but teams are still paying him. So, honestly, I want the Browns to succeed. I'm not a Browns hater, but there's certain players out there that I just cannot stand, do not like. I don't wish any injuries upon anyone, but I want good things to happen to good people.
Yeah, and then it kind of makes you realize that there's two first Miles Garrett and Clowney are two first round picks.
Right. Yeah.
And that gives you a good look of how one could go good and one could go south real fast. You have Miles Garrett from year one to now has single-handedly become a better player. Obviously, he did have some little attitude issues in the beginning of his career where he thought he was better than everybody. But now he's one of the top defensive ends there in the defensive linemen in the league. And then now you have Jadeveon Clowney that just talks trash and can't back up what he says. So, it gives you a quick insight of how two different players could be, especially when they're both first-round picks.
Exactly. We don't know. We know how they look on paper. We don't know how they're going to look on the field. And like I said, if they are not successful defensively, that's going to look really bad. Then what is your excuse, Jadavion? Because they only signed him for what, a 1-year contract?
Mm-hmm.
After this year, he could be jobless. He's going to be another rundown defense. I'm done. I don't like him. I don't like him.
The only thing I'll say, when he complimented Myles Garrett, it was deserved. Myles Garrett since he came to the league, there's almost been no one as good as him.
No question.
Yeah. When he went on to the Texans, that was after, if I remember correctly, that was after his big J.J. Watt's 2 best years.
Right.
So he didn't play with him at his best. I think you said it was past 8 years, so technically he's talking about him before or something.
Yeah. No, J.J. Watt, I believe he did play a year where J.J. Watt didn't play at all, but he also played a year where J.J. Watt was either he won Defensive Player of the Year or came runner-up to Defensive Player of the Year. Every time J.J. Watt's on the field, he is phenomenal.
Oh, for sure.
He's really good. So, me, honestly, saying 8 years, I feel like he is calling him out. He is calling out J.J. Watt.
In the face.
Yeah. And you know what? J.J. Watt is going to do what he does, and he's going to stay humble. He's going to stay quiet. And don't think I'm a J.J. Watt fan.
Oh, yeah.
He's with the Arizona Cardinals now. I can't stand him. I can't stand him, especially this upcoming year. I'm going to hate him. I'm going to have to hate him, playing him twice a year. Same thing with Aaron Darnold twice a year. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be easy. I'm just glad Clowney's out of there. That guy, he's always injured, but when he's playing, he plays dirty.
Oh, yeah. Waste of space.
And he might like Myles Garrett because some people might say that he's not afraid to swing. That was a joke. Okay. Oh, rest in peace, Steelers. Okay, last quote I got. You guys ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Last quote is, I am not going to take meds for a leg that isn't broken. I'd rather take my chances with COVID and build up my immunity that way. I'll play for free this year to live how I lived it from day one. If I'm forced into retirement, then so be it.
I know who.
I
Cole Beasley.
Yeah, it's Cole Beasley.
It is Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley, he does not want to take his vaccine because if something ain't broke, then don't fix it, right? I believe I said that with our second podcast. If something ain't broke, then don't fix it. Mm-hmm. He wants to build up his immunity. He's skeptical about the whole vaccine, and if he is forced to retire, which I don't feel like the NFL is going to force upon that rule, then he will do so. How do y'all feel about that? Because that just doesn't refer to players in the NFL. It refers to everyone out here.
So my whole take on the whole situation, what you just said right now about how he might get forced to retire or they fine him. I think he's not gonna get his vaccination. And because of that, he still has rules on him on what he can do with the team and outside from when he's away from the organization. He has limits on what he can do. And from what he said, he's not going to follow those things. So they can continue to fine him if they catch him doing these things. And if he continuously just stops doing it, they might suspend him for who knows how long. So that is an option that we could see, and I hope it doesn't happen for Beasley because he's a great player. We were just talking about on our last podcast, talking about how good if he is on the Bills. The only problem I had with his statement, his full statement that he came out with, was he basically said, like, if you get the vaccine, you're not going to be able to live your life to the fullest, which is just not true. Your life is nothing but maybe better once you're vaccinated. So that was my only problem with him, his whole statement and his whole stance.
Right. That's just what he thinks. Everyone has their own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So, honestly, everyone has their own life. Everyone should make their own decisions. They should be fine by it.
Yep.
He's going to be traveling a lot, so he's at a very high risk of maybe getting it.
Mm-hmm.
Gabe, do you have any input on that?
I would say I think both sides of the party are taking things a little bit too much out of proportion. The NFL is saying that they're going to fine him, make him retire, and then Cole Beasley coming out and saying, I'm going to do whatever the heck I want. I'm not going to follow the rules. It's my life, blah, blah, blah. You got to understand that this is your career, man. And not only that, you're probably one of the best receivers out there. Not best receivers, but number 2 receiver out there. If it's not Stephon Diggs getting the ball, it's Cole Beasley getting the ball.
I said that last podcast. Best
exactly.
duo.
Exactly. So,
but then again, you cannot force someone to input or put something inside their own body because that's their own body, their own health.
Yes,
so is that crossing
true.
the line as well?
They can't force him to do it, but they can. I believe legally they can put restrictions on what he can do.
Right. So that's what it's going to come down to. I don't feel like he should be forced to. It is his career, but also when it comes down to it, it's his pride too. I mean, that's what he believes in, and he doesn't want anyone to push him around to make him do things that he doesn't feel comfortable doing.
Yeah. He's definitely not going to back down from the stance.
Oh no, no. But I do hope he does play this year. I love him watching him on the field. He's very entertaining, such a talent out there, even for his age. He's been out there for 80 years in the NFL, I believe already. But awesome guy. Hope to see him out there just because I want to put Stephon Diggs in my fantasy football team. And that doesn't work without Cole Beasley. It doesn't. Football's a team sport. What's up?
You know what, Cole Beasley? Just retire, man. Just retire. You know, I totally forgot you were with the Bills for a minute. I totally brain wishy-washy. You know what, man? Go ahead and retire. You don't need to be in the NFL. COVID's not real. Forget about it, Cole Beasley. You're good. Just retire.
No one listened to Gabe. COVID is real.
Very real. Very real. All right, you guys. I got a surprise segment that we're going to do today.
Surprise.
I'm going to win.
Surprise. You're going to win?
Okay.
Okay. So this is basically, it could be all of us against each other because it's going to be a surprise to me as well. But this is really testing our football knowledge right now.
Oh,
okay. This is testing our football knowledge. It's not incredible. I just saw the store. I came up with an idea and I was like, okay, let's do it. So today we are going to be opening up a TD Mates. All right. So these TD Mates, they have one player from 32 teams, and it's a random player, probably one of the star players. And so whatever player I open up from here, we're going to give our input on how we feel about that player and tell me why that player is going to have a breakout year this year.
Okay.
All right.
We have to say a breakout year.
Okay. Tell me why he's going to have a breakout year or why this player is going to flop, totally bust this year.
Okay.
Good?
Okay. Yep. I like it.
All right. But one person has to do one or the other. You get me?
Okay.
Okay. There is a chance we win a limited edition silver referee. So if we do that,
you gonna get a chain?
I'm gonna get a chain. I'm gonna put it right
here.
Okay, so I'm gonna open this baby up, if I can.
Okay.
There we go. And this is gonna be easy for y'all. Oh, It comes with 2. I get 2 little players.
Ooh.
Pick the hardest one, I guess.
Oh,
we'll do both.
I think that might have been a mistake because it only comes with one packaging.
Wow.
All right. So I get a little paper, so it tells me who they are. Well, I don't need people to tell me who this is. So the first one is little Lamar Jackson. Let me see if I can focus that up.
Lamar.
Little Lamar Jackson right there.
Okay.
So, and the second player is, let me get him out of this little packaging real quick. I like this other player. I really do. Is little Joey Bosa.
Little Joey Bosa.
All right.
So, okay, so you got Lamar Jackson and you got Joey Bosa. Who's more of a, you guys pick.
I'll do Bosa. Bosa's kind of hard.
Okay.
I'll do Lamar, I guess.
All right, Reed, you go first then.
Lamar's gonna flop.
Oh, okay. He's gonna flop.
You read my mind.
I don't see him going back to that MVP level that he was playing at. Yes, he'll always be a great runner. He's one of the best NFL quarterback rushing guys ever. The way he jukes out players is incredible, and he's incredibly fast. But I do not think he has the quarterback IQ that he needs to go to the next level. Not saying he's dumb. I just don't think he makes good decisions on the football field.
Okay.
Anybody got a rebuttal to that, or?
Yeah, sure. I'll go in there. And normally I would agree with you, but since we are on a podcast, I'm going to agree to disagree.
Okay.
So I think he is not going to have a bust year, but he's going to come back. He's coming back this year. He got fired up because he won MVP 2 years ago. Last year, he got exposed. He got exposed and he got embarrassed.
Mhm.
This is his year to come back. It's all talks about Patrick Mahomes, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. You know what? It's my time to be on the cover of Madden once again. I want to be on the cover of Madden. That should have been me. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to come out here. He's like, yeah, I'm a running back, but you know what? I also got a cannon for an arm. I could do that. And with these horrible rules in the NFL nowadays, oh man, this makes it too easy for me. I'm going to fake slide. I'm going to pretend. I'm going to go down. I'm going to flop so I make sure I get that flag, get that extra yardage. No one's stopping me this year. I'm going to break out. Now that I got Sammy Watkins on my side, oh man. Oh, buddy, watch out. Yeah, we let go of that. Oh, go ahead.
So your whole reason why he's not going to flop is because he's going to want it more?
He's going to want it more.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh,
and that's
yeah.
it. It's not anything he's going to do.
Like I said,
better.
he has Sammy Watkins.
Okay.
Yes, they did lose a offensive lineman, but they drafted an offensive lineman, and they also got Villanueva from the Steelers, which that's a big boy right there. Not very mobile, but you know what? He will hold his ground and he will protect. So he will have time in the pocket, but then again, he doesn't need that time. So I think he's going to have a great year, and it's going to come down to them and the Browns in that division.
Yep, that's going to be the championship game. I am a Lamar hater, okay? Just because he's on the Ravens, don't like the Ravens, personal issue, Patriots, Ravens, blah, blah, blah. But Lamar will have – I have to side here with AJ because I think he has that mentality of I need to do better, and that could go a long way. It really, really can. And you have Sammy Watkins, which is a good, deep route runner. He knows how to run good routes, and he could get open freely deep. So hopefully he'll be throwing some touchdowns down deep to Watkins. So I have to say I think Lamar will have a good year. Good year. Good year. Good year.
All right, Gabe. Tell me why someone like Nick Bosa is going to have a breakout year and just totally demolish the offense this upcoming season.
I thought that was Joey Bosa.
Sorry, Joey Bosa. I'm so mesmerized by Nick Bosa. He's going to have an awesome year this year.
Nick Bosa is the better brother. I got to say that. But Joey Bosa will have a good year. Didn't he get hurt last year?
Joey?
Yeah. Didn't he tear his ACL? Was it this year?
That was Nick. That was Nick.
Come
on, dude. Why you got to bring that up?
Why you got to bring that up?
Man. Gosh. Don't you guys have Cam Newton?
Oh, come on, dude.
Ooh.
He got a little splinter on his thumb the other day. Had to pull him out of practice. Gosh dang it, Cam Newton. Get your stuff together, brother.
Bill Belichick still hasn't named the starter for the Patriots.
No, he hasn't, but he is a Cam Newton lover. He freaking loves Cam Newton. I don't know why. I don't see what Bill Belichick sees.
Guess he's gonna bounce back this year.
But
His
he
passion style.
loves. That's the only thing and that's the only reason why I like Reed is like he's a Cam Newton guy. He likes Cam Newton. He thinks he's gonna bounce back this year. I, on the other hand, think the Patriots are doing it the wrong way, but they did it the wrong way last season. I think last season could have been better. Not only that, I think they should have started Stidman. Okay, let's go back to Bosa.
Okay.
I think Joey Bosa will have a great year. He hasn't really played a full season. I think he played 10 games last year. But I think this year, coming out of a great season with the Chargers last year, I think he's going to do great. I think he's going to get up there with TJ Watt, his brother, and the other defensive linemen that are really good at their craft and at their game. You got to remember this guy coming out of Ohio State was an amazing defensive end. So I think he's going to have a great year. I think the Chargers are on the rise, and I think that's going to help him boost his morality and have a great season. That's why I think I'm on the good side. I'm on Joey.
You're on Joey?
Yeah, I don't think he's better than his brother, but this year he might prove us wrong.
Here's what I think is going to happen. You ready?
Oh.
Here's what I think is going to happen.
All right.
Oh.
Again, I do not wish, just out there, I do not wish any injury upon anyone, okay?
You about to wish injury on him?
No. So the Niners and the Chargers are having joint practices, right? Because they're both from the Bay. So the Bosa brothers are reuniting. Now, Nick Bosa, man, he tore his ACL, but he recovered twice as fast. He's coming out. He's a freak of nature. He's going out there to set records once again. Chase Young, who the heck is that guy? Like, do you not remember Nick Bosa? He's coming back out there, and he's going to tear it up. So in that scrimmages, oh, man, they're going to have to put restraints on him. They're going to quadruple team him because that's how good he is. And Joey's going to see that. He's like, oh, man, I'm old. I'm coming to the last years of my career. I need to show up. I need to show out there what I got. And he's gonna try so hard that he's gonna injure himself during practice, and he's done. He's gonna be out for the season.
Oh.
Or I give you another thing.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. They have joint practices. He goes out there and injures Trey Lance.
You can't hit the QB.
Ooh. He hits him. He hits him.
He hits him?
And then there's a fight that happens, and then Garoppolo gets knocked out.
No, don't hit his face. As long as they don't hit his face.
The whole face is messed up. Nose completely gone the other way.
No. He's my screensaver. Do y'all know that? Check it out.
Oh my gosh.
That's dreamy Garoppolo right there. So what? So he hits Trey Lance, and then what? Nick Bosa is going to come out there and beat the Juniors down?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Who wins that fight? Hey, who wins that fight? With all these boxing going on, Nick Bosa, Joey Bosa, who wins that fight?
Ooh, isn't Joey Bosa like a good inch or bigger guy than him? Not bigger, but like as in taller, longer arms.
He looks like he's a little taller. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like it. I would probably say Nick because I think he just seems more healthier.
Okay. Now who wins in this fight? JJ Watt or TJ Watt?
Oh, TJ, hands down, easily.
TJ, he's significantly smaller than JJ.
But TJ's in the prime of his life right now. He should have won Defensive Player of the Year last year.
That's football. We're talking about a fight, though.
We're talking about a fight here, dude.
Yeah,
TJ Watt against JJ Watt
is a rough player.
And you've seen JJ. He could have a broken leg out there, and he's still going to be playing better than anyone else on the field.
I don't know. I got TJ. That would be a cool fight. This brother versus brothers. I mean, come on.
Okay, who's winning this fight? Logan Paul or Jake Paul?
Jake.
Jake Paul? You guys got Jake Paul?
He trains more.
He knows how to win.
I hate Jake Paul. I hate Jake Paul.
I don't like any of the Pauls. I'll fight them.
I think Logan Paul's all right.
I'll fight them.
So
I got this.
Hey, you're not a real boxer, so Jake Paul might take that offer.
They're both not boxers either.
That's true.
I'll say I'm injured. My back hurts. Come on, fight me now. Fight me now.
I got a scenario. Okay.
Okay.
On to two reads. Okay, say they're both out there grinding it out. You know, people are on the sideline. Oh, look at Bosa. Oh, look at this Bosa. Look what he did. Blah, blah, blah. It gets so heated, you know, because it's hot over there in California. But it gets so heated, you know, brother and mano, forget about the ring. They go out and they start fighting on the field. And then, they both swing and they knock each other out. Like what Nestor said just right now. They knock each other out for the season. Concussion protocol. Both of them just have that. That's what's going on.
How did we get on this topic?
I don't know. It's all your fault, dude.
You started this.
Hey, all I know is that I got the pools, you guys. I got the pools.
All right.
Hey, Juan Antonio Bravo, thank you for showing up today. I appreciate you redeeming your coin on Facebook. So thank you so much. You're going to have a lot of perks coming up. But yeah, okay, we just talked about, we just had a surprise segment, opening up little figures. We're talking about them. Let's get down to business, you guys. We are live on social media right now. We also have another social media platform. We are also on Twitter. If you guys do not follow us on Twitter, go find us there. We're on NSP Football Talk. Find us there. Make sure you follow us. We post more there than we do on Facebook. So we try to post almost every day. We try. And we like to pull up polls. Our recent poll was, do you think the Bears made the right decision in confirming that Andy Dalton is their starter week 1 and denying all the rumors that Justin Fields would be the starter? And the majority of y'all, which we wish we had more, but we had a good amount, the majority of y'all said that Fields needed to start over Andy Dalton. So 60-40. So the majority of y'all did vote for Fields. I think that the Bears are doing the right thing in starting Andy Dalton, not just because they guaranteed him a starting position, but because he's more experienced. I think they're paving a way for Justin Fields is going to be the starter in the long run. He is.
Oh, for sure.
They're paving the way to allow Justin Fields to be successful in the NFL instead of throwing him out there.
Let him dip his toes in the water.
Yeah, dip your toes.
Don't just throw him in.
Oh my God! For that, freaking throw him in the water, see if he sinks or swims. I'm kidding.
Okay. You had me worried there for a little bit.
I'm kidding.
All right.
The real question should have been, why the heck is Nick Foles not starting for the Bears?
Because he blows.
Super Bowl champ, beat a good Patriots team. Hell,
he's not the future.
He's going to take the Bears to the Super Bowl. He's going to win another one, and then he's going to retire. Then you put Fields in, and then the Bears create this crazy legacy.
So you think that – go ahead.
Why should Foles start over Dalton? Dalton has more starting experience. If you want a real veteran in there, you put in Andy Dalton.
Correct.
Oh, I say Nick Foles is the better.
You think he's a better QB?
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so.
Do you think he has more talent? Because I won't say you're wrong if you think he has more talent.
That makes more sense than Reed. You've read it out of my lips. He has more talent. I will agree that Andy Dalton does have more starting experience because he did start for the Bengals for
a long time,
6+ years. You know,
red rifle, baby.
Yeah, coming out of TCU. You know, so okay, you got me. You won this one. Dang it.
Let's go.
I win again.
Oh, by the way, undefeated.
I forgot to give out some shout outs to some
shout out. This is for my left area boys out there.
All right, that's enough. I forgot to give shout outs to some teams, some players out there in the sports industry this past week. So first of all, I want to say congratulations to the Atlanta Hawks for beating the Philadelphia 76ers. They find themselves in the first Eastern Conference Finals for the first time in 6 years. That's a very long time. So congratulations, Hawks. I don't know. I don't think I've ever met an Atlanta Hawk fan ever. But if you guys are out there, congrats. Hope you guys make it.
Yeah,
because the Spurs aren't there, so obviously I'm not gonna. Moving on. Congratulations to John Rahm. He wins his first major at the U.S. Open. That's golfing. So he is a Spanish player, and he did win his first major. So congratulations to him, all you golf fans out there. So a little aplauso.
I'm forced to watch it at work, so yeah, congratulations.
And another congratulations to a familiar name for those of y'all who are watching that are from the Rio Grande Valley. You guys are familiar with this name. So congratulations to Shea Patterson. If you guys do not know him, he grew up he went to high school in Hidalgo. He might turn that down. He might not accept it, but he did.
He did.
He played for Ole Miss after an injury, then got transferred to Michigan. In the draft, he was undrafted, got picked up by the Kansas City Chiefs as an undrafted free agent, got cut in July, and then played for the Spring League Blues, which opened this past year. They were the Sharks, so he did very good his first game. Then after that, they flopped, and now he's in the Canadian Football League with the BC Lions. So congratulations, Shea Patterson. I hope you continue your career in football. I do not agree with everything that you said about the Rio Grande Valley.
Mm-hmm.
But like I've been saying this whole podcast, I wish you the best of luck and all the success. I believe he still has a contract with the Texas Rangers as well.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he signed with the Rangers in 2018, and the Rangers own his rights. What it says, they own his rights until 2024.
Oh, wow, I did not know that. That's crazy cool.
Nestor says he saw him at Mr. Gaddy's one time. I hope he didn't get his autograph. Probably worth more than mine, but I don't know.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
You think my autograph is worth more?
Yeah.
A49er Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
That's right, baby. A49er If you guys have not checked out my gaming channel, it is under construction right now, but it will be back up soon. Taking a break, trying to put my focus on this podcast. So I really do appreciate every one of you guys being here in all platforms. Right now, we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube. If you guys are watching on YouTube, and if you guys are not watching on YouTube, and you didn't know we had a YouTube, go there, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. Please, guys, it is free, and trust me, it helps us out a lot. It really does. It helps. And that's all we need. That's all we're asking for right now. We're just asking for help. So go ahead and smack that like button, slap all those buttons that you see on there. And we'll give you guys a shout out.
There you go.
There you go. We'll give you guys a shout out. And as you guys know, every once in a while, we do giveaways. And the only way you could enter in that giveaway is being subscribed in our YouTube channel. So make sure that is happening. All right, guys. So that's enough about social media. So congratulations to those players. Congratulations, Shea Patterson. Mm-hmm. Wish you the best out there, man. Hopefully, maybe one day we could get you on this podcast.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. A little RGV love.
RGV love.
That you don't have.
Maybe we'll get him on after we just bashed him.
I mean, we didn't bash him too much. I mean, that's what we do here.
We bash people. It's okay.
I mean, I remember sacking him one time. I'll say it. I did it.
I remember. I was there. I have AJ's jersey.
All right, you guys. It was cool. He was a talk of the RGV at that time. One heck of an athlete. That guy was great in almost everything when it comes to basketball, baseball, football. Real great athlete. So congratulations to you again. I wish you the best out there. Hopefully you have a lot better career than Johnny Manziel. But congrats.
Johnny Manziel.
All right, guys, we're coming to the end of our podcast. I do want to end off this podcast with another question like how we usually do. This question is from Gabriel Munoz Jr. Oh, you know what? You know what? Before we get to that, I do have to show some love. I do have to show some love to one of our fans. This is a new segment. It's called Fans with a Plan, baby. I just made that up on the fly. Fans with a Plan. Okay, so this is coming from Nestor Mena. So this guy, as you guys can see in our comment section, he does this to us every week. And just like what I advise you guys to do, ask us questions, DM me, do what you would like to do. So he had a concern about his team and wanted us to address it. So this is what was said. Matt Canada on the Steelers offense. I'm guessing he's the offense coordinator for the Steelers. He says, we're going to do what Ben Roethlisberger wants to do and how Ben wants to do it. So a lot of respect going to this veteran QB. Mm-hmm. A lot of respect. But at this point in time, with your team and how your team is and who you have on there, I feel like you kind of have to. You go with your veteran player who's been there for quite a while and knows what he's doing. Even though he's not the same person, you let him play his game. because that's the only way you could be successful at that time is letting him play his way and his game. Because if you try to do your own thing, he's not the QB he was before. Let him go in his own pace and find your rhythm like that.
Yeah, I think this is a good decision. We've seen a lot of success from coaching staff doing this. We saw it with Tampa Bay. Whatever Tom Brady wanted, he gave it to him. If Tom Brady wanted a day off, they gave it to him. If Tom Brady liked a certain player, they got him for him.
That's right.
You respect the quarterback. You kind of saw a little bit with Aaron Rodgers and Matt LaFleur this past year. They met up and got rid of all the stuff they didn't like in the offense and just threw it out of the playbook, and that's why you saw the offense do so much better this year. You as a coaching staff, you gotta respect your quarterback if he has earned that respect.
He's talking from experience, you guys. Right now, it's happening right now. Juan Antonio Bravo says Steelers just need to put it all on the line. Honestly, that's all they can do right now.
Mm-hmm.
When you're playing cards, he doesn't have much in his hand. You have to go all in now. You're going all in, not just because you're forced to, because that's the only option you have. It's late at night. Your wife's calling you to come home. You only have 20 chips on the table. You go all in. What do you have to lose? If you don't, I mean, you're getting yelled at your wife, you're losing money. So might as well lose money and not get yelled at your wife.
Yep. It's happened a couple of times to me when AJ and I play, so it sucks.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the gas money, by the way. But yeah, you guys, so that's our input on the question that Nestor had. Like I said, if you guys have a social media, if you guys want us to address something or talk about something, go ahead and DM us or just add us and we will talk about it. So huge shout out to Nestor, which is this guy right here. Boom. That guy right there. Thank you so much for supporting our podcast. We love you. Thank you for being here. Now going on to our last question of the day. This was presented by Gabriel Munoz, also known as Gabe, your babe, down here right below me. His question was, which running back will lead the NFL in rushing yards this season? Also, what is more impressive, rushing yards or rushing TDs?
Ooh.
I think that's an easy question.
Who wants to take it first?
I'll take it.
Okay.
I think that's an easy question right there. Here, I'll give you guys a hint. Can you guess who it was?
I don't know that move.
Derrick Henry, baby. Derrick Henry. Yep. He's gonna lead the NFL in rushing yards this season. Not because he's the fastest, not because he's the most agile, because he's just a freaking tank, brother. Mm-hmm. You cannot stop him, which showed last year. That guy's just a freak of nature, and it looks like he's getting bigger too. He's getting bigger. So let's see if his speed is depleting. But even if it does, I feel like he still has enough speed to get out there. And in my opinion, rushing yards are more important than rushing TDs. You need a running back that can get you yardage, get you to the end zone. Any running back, I don't want to say any because we've seen a lot of running backs that can't do it, could be in the 2-yard line, 1-yard line, and just pound it in for that touchdown. And you could do that over and over again. But how are you going to get there? That's more important, in my opinion. And rushing yards is where it comes.
That's an excellent choice because Derrick Henry had 2,500 rushing yards this past season. The closest guy was 1,000 yards less with Cook from the Vikings. That is like out of this world. That is ridiculous. That is like crazy. He had 1,000 more yards from the second guy behind him.
Wait,
that is crazy.
Where are you getting these stats?
From my Not So Pro handbook.
Read it off his glasses.
He only had 500 more yards.
Oh,
Dalvin Cook. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. 2027 to 1557. So 450 to be exact.
Bottom line.
Yes.
Bottom line, he excelled in the rushing yards, and he was above the runner-up by a long shot.
Yeah.
Okay, not too much of a long, but it's a great amount. He's a great running back. He is a great running back, and he's the next generation of running backs.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're defined to two types of running backs. You have quick and agile and just a powerhouse, but fast. So quick and agile, powerhouse, fast. There's no more in between. There's no more Le'Veon Bell. That's why you don't see him on teams anymore. You cannot stall trying to find the hole because the defense has improved so much that you cannot do that anymore. Look what we just talked about. Joey Bosa. He's been doing it for years. Nick Bosa, Myles Garrett, J.J. Watt. You can't do that anymore. These guys are too quick on the defense.
The league is changing. The league is changing fast.
Yep. Yeah. Look at QBs now. If you don't have a mobile quarterback, your chances are pretty low unless you have someone like Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt.
Yeah, I'll agree with that Derrick Henry will be the rushing champ again. He's won it the past 2 years, and he's going to do it for a third time just because the Titans rush more than any other team than in the NFL. Last year, Derrick Henry had 378 rushing yards, which is 60 more than the Nets running up team.
But now they have Julio Jones. Yes,
but we've stated before that we don't think they're going to be any more pass heavy.
Okay.
So Derrick Henry is how they move the ball.
Okay.
100%.
I can't disagree.
As long as Derrick Henry stays healthy, he will be the rushing leader this year. And as far as what matters more, rushing yards or rushing touchdowns, I'll have to agree with AJ on this again. Rushing yards. At first, I was like, rushing touchdowns. Touchdowns are most important. And I was like, no. But I think receiving touchdowns is more important than receiving yards. But for rushing, yardage is way more impressive. To see a running back do it consistently at play after play and consistently not getting stopped is way more impressive. If you have a running back and you want a good running game, you want your running back to consistently get over that 100-yard rushing average, and if you do that, you have a very good chance of winning the game.
For sure. But as you saw last year, you cannot win with just a powerhouse running back. You need a team around that, especially a defense. Titans, you need a defense. You spent all your money. You spent the money you didn't have on a wide receiver. You need a defense.
You do.
Calling you out, Greg Lopez. You know who you are.
Greg Lopez, thank you for watching the podcast.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here, man. Appreciate you. And he does send me a lot of insiders on the Titans, and he sends me pictures with Derrick Henry without shirts. But thank you. Appreciate that. Guys, if you guys are watching, send us stuff, please. We're always bored. Talk to us. My phone is dry. Come on. Why are you laughing?
That's funny. I just think that's funny.
Well, we bring that into here. We try to be funny here, very comedic. But yeah, I think that's about it, right, guys?
I think so. Reed, I'm so sorry. My math was wrong.
It's okay.
I took the 5. I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic.
Hey, same here, man. Same here. Just want to get the right facts out there for our fans.
Thank you all so much for being here. We will do this again. I felt like that was pretty cool because we are on the search for that shiny silver referee, so we could go ahead and put that on a chain, and maybe we'll give that out. We'll give that out to you guys. But thank you all so much for being here, guys. We love you guys. Keep on supporting us, please. It's for free. Go on YouTube, smack the subscribe button, smack that like button, and smack it with both hands, that notification bell. It helps us out. It helps us out tremendously. So thank you all so much for being here. If you guys joined late, go ahead, rewind. How old am I? Go back to your to the beginning of the podcast. Also, we're on Spotify and SoundCloud. But most importantly, guys, we're trying to get our numbers up there for YouTube. Appreciate every single one of y'all. Until next time, guys, continue being unpro. All right, see you guys. Don't forget to grab your hot fries. Good luck.